Okay. So similar to the last system, this system has only one zone. It is still a hot water system, the HB Smith boiler. We got our burner over here, and Aquastar only one zone control. This is connected through two radiators on the top, and those radiators will dispense heat. Let's turn it on. This is our thermostat. I'm not going to turn the fan yet. Actually, I can turn them on, and I'll call for heat. So the Aquastar will check the differential. Say the differential is 10, it's 72. It has to be 110 to start circulating the heat. The parameter here has received the call for heat to the B1, B2 terminal. I hear buzzing, and I can see the fire already turned on here. So there's fire. Okay. It was, and you can see also this indicates that there's fire. And the click I just heard now is the ignition being dropped. Ignition has been dropped. The clicker could keep going up. If I look at the circulator, it should not be getting any power. And how do I check that? If I look at the voltage over here. So now, if I want to see if the circulator is on or not, I will turn on to the voltage. So if you look at the voltage, I'm going to put the leads on C1, C2, and it should be 0. So it shouldn't be getting any voltage. So great. So now I know the circulator is off. It should turn on as soon as we get the temperature all the way to 110. It's also a good idea to compare the current temperature to the dial on the burner. So it does say here 80 degrees. So these are the temperature. The top is Celsius, the bottom is Fahrenheit. And the reason it goes all the way up because this system can run also on steam. So it's 80. So that's really that's good. PSI for the system, it says, I don't know if this is very well calibrated, it says 20 PSI, but it shouldn't be this much, so I'm not sure if this is actually accurate. But since we're running a hot water system, that's fine. Let's look at the other components. So we have one circulator pumping the water coming all the way from the top to the boiler, and it's the water coming up from the boiler to the system in the top. And a good measure to remember is the direction of the pump should be into the boiler, not from the boiler. And that's because if the expansion tank comes right out the boiler, if you put the pump over here, it will lose a lot of power trying to push against the expansion tank. The expansion tank is a diaphragm tank. There's a rubber membrane here that expands with the water expansion. If things get hot, they expand, so it will expand. Here's my deaerator or air circulator, and I have my valve over here, the backflow, and I always need to have my supply water or the purging system. So this is also a thermostatic valve to control the temperature coming out of this water line. So what I'm waiting for is two things: the pump to kick in and the boiler to shut off and safety. So we're only 10 degrees away from the pump, and the pump is very quiet, so it's really hard to see if it's on or off. So I'm gonna wait. I might hear the click, I might not. And these are the relays. I think these relays are replaceable, which is very convenient. But this system will stay on until it hits 150. 5 more degrees. Still 0. You heard the click, so the click is there, and the voltage has changed to 117, so it's supplying power to the pump. The pump is circulating, it's very soft, so I can see the water being pumped now out of the burner. If we go upstairs, you can see the heat being dispensed. Let's go. So these two are the connections. Both systems are dispensing now warm air around 110 degrees, and this is also a kickboard connected to the same system, and you can see the air going through it. Yeah, it is on. So we have two zones. This could be in a kitchen, this could be in a room, and this is the complete system that heats the house. Yeah, that's all.